me say, if I saved $1 the first week, $2 the second week. See how smart it is. And continue returning this sequence for 12 months. How much would I have when I have at the end of the year? And then I'm going to tell it, put it in grid format. That way I can read it. Okay. That's kind of deep what I just said. You think it's going to understand me? I said if I saved $1 the first week, let me put the dollar sign on it. $2 the second week and continued this sequence for 12 months, because the third week would be $3, the fourth week would be $4. So let me see if it can understand when I said this sequence for 12 months. How much would I have at the end of the year? Put it in a grid format. Okay. We asking. Let's see if we can answer. Here it goes. Here it goes for nothing. Let me see how well it understands what I just told it to do. And we'll see how good this Deep Seek really is. And I got it on Deep Think. So it's got to think it out. You think it can do it? I don't know. Can it? Let's see if it can. Okay, let's tackle this problem. The user wants to know how much they'll save in a year if they start for $1 in the first week, $2 in the second, and continue doubling each week for 12 months. Wait, actually, the initial description says they have $1 in the first week, $2 in the second week, and continue this sequence. But does continue this sequence mean adding $1 each week, like $1, $2, $3, etc., or doubling each week? $1, $2, $4, $8. The original user's message says saved $1 in the first week, $2 in the second week, and continue this sequence. So the sequence is $1, $2. Then the wording isn't clear. Let me check the history. Looking back at the previous interaction, the user first asked for teacher question about graphics, and now the same. The user's current query says, if I saved $1 the first week, $2 the second week, and continue this sequence for 12 months, how much would I save at the end of the year? Put it in a grid format. So the key is understanding the sequence. The user says, continue this sequence. The first two terms are $1, $2. What's the pattern here? If it's increasing by $1 each week, then week one, dollar, week two, $2, week three. That's what I mean by the sequence. $3 that week. That's what I meant. That's an arithmetic sequence. Alternatively, maybe the user thinks it's doubling each week. 1, 2, 4, 8. But that's a geometric sequence. However, the initial two terms are 1 and 2, which could fit either. But since the user says continue the sequence, the natural assumption might be adding $1 each week. Wait, but let's think. If the user is saving $1, then $2, then continue the sequence, the common difference is $1 per week. So arithmetic progression. However, in some saving challenges, people double each week, but that's more intense. Let me confirm. For example, if it's a week, $1, week two, $2, week three, $3, week 52, $52, then total save would be the sum of 1 to 52. But if it's doubling each week, $1, $2, $2, $3, $4, when the total would be 252 minus 1, which is huge number. But that seems unlikely for a savings plan. The user probably meant adding $1 each week. However, the problem statement is ambiguous. Let's check the user's exact words again. Saved $1 the first week, $2 the second week, and continue the sequence for 12 months. So the sequence is $1, $2, and then the way it's phrased, continue the sequence could mean each week adding $1. So week 3 is $3, week 4, that's what I meant. That's exactly what I meant. $4, etc. Eternally, if the sequence is doubling, but the first two terms are $1 and $2, which is doubling from 1 to 2, then 3 would be $4. Week 4 would be $8, etc. But that's a big difference. However, given the user is asking for 12 months, which is 52 weeks, if it's arithmetic, the total would be the sum from 1 to 52, which is 52, 63, everything. It's 1,378. If it's geometric, starting at 1 and doubling each week for 52 weeks, the total would be 252, which is astronomically high, over $4.5 quadrillion, which is unrealistic. Therefore, the user must mean adding $1 each week, so the assistant needs to clarify. But since the user hasn't responded yet, perhaps the assistant should proceed with the arithmetic sequence assumption. But note, the ambiguity alternative, the assistant could present both scenarios. However, given the context of the saving plan, it's more likely to be the arithmetic sequence. Let me proceed with that. So the user wants a grid format showing each week's savings and the total. Let's calculate the total for 52 weeks. The sum of an arithmetic series into first term and last term here, and 52 first term, last term. So sum of 52 equals, well, they doing some sums. So the total save would be $1,378. Now the grid should show each week's amount and cumulative total. However, creating a grid for 52 weeks would be lengthy, but perhaps the assistant can show the first few weeks. then the last few, and summarize the total. Alternately presents their formula and the total. The users ask for the grid format, so maybe a table with week number, amount saved, cumulative total, but 52 weeks is a lot. So perhaps the assistant can communicate it, showing weeks 1 through 4, weeks 49 to 52, and the total. Let me verify the calculations again for our sequence. Each week's amount is week number. So week 1, week 2, to week 52. $52. The sum is 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus. Okay. That's correct. Eternally, if the user meant doubling each week, the total would be 252 equal 1, which is $4. 503, 516, and that's unrealistic. Therefore, the system should assume otherwise. So the answer is $1,378. The grid will list each week's savings and cumulative total. The assistant can create a table with weekly amount, cumulative total. Maybe we can some sample weeks and the total at the end. The user might need this for a savings plan. So clarity is important. Let me structure the answer accordingly. Here's the calculation in a grid format for saving $1 in week 1, $2 in week 2, and increasing by $1 each week for 52 weeks. And that's what I wanted. Boy, they went through a lot of thinking. They were thinking, was it? Oh, my goodness. All right. You was thinking, wasn't you? Okay, let's see what it do. First 4 weeks, middle weeks, and final weeks shown for brevity. Week, amount saved, cumulative total. Okay, here's my grid. Week 1, amount saved. Week 2, amount saved. Cumulative totals. So it's just doing like if I do $1, not $1 every day, but $1 a week, and then $2 the next week. Just putting money in a piggy bank or something. That's all I was trying to do. Not every day, but it's doing what I wanted it to do. So we good. So at the end of the year, you have $1,378 by doing that once a week. This is a random sequence where each term increases by $1. Total saved. That's all right. It calculated $1,378. That's a good little piece of change for putting money in your piggy bank once a week. You saved $1 more each week. Week 2, $2. Week 52, $52. By the end of the year, you'll have saved $1,370 in total. Let me know if you want the full 52-week table. That's all right. I just wanted to see if you was going to answer. Wow, they did a lot of thinking. This thing thinks. You see that? Y'all see that, right? Okay. As long as they don't think and take over the world like Terminator.